தகவட்டதுனால அது ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணணும் பரவாயில்லை.
டேய் பக்கறடா இப்பக்கறா
ஒத்தனானா
டீ சுடு
பக்கல முச்சு
சரி
మళ్ళీ ఇస్తాను ఓకేనా எங்கத்தம்மா பாக்குற மாதிரி அவளை விட அவங்க ஒரு மட்டும் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணதே அவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் காட்டுறதுக்கு
லைவா
லைவா இல்லைன்னா என்ன சம்மிட்டன் சம்மிடணும் 7 நிமிஷம் சம்மிட் ப்ளீஸ்
இரு ஒன்றும் இல்லை நான் இப்போ லிங்க் எடுத்து நான்
கேளுங்க
அது பாட்டு கொண்டதுல ஓடிட்டு இருக்கோம் நீ
நீங்க எதுக்கு பக்கத்துல நீங்க அவனை கூப்பிட்டு
அது படி பார்த்தாது சாமி
வந்துச்சு பாருங்க ஜாத்ரானா పడిపోతున్నా దిగున్నా ప్లీజ్ నాన్న
Okay. You may start. I will stop on the path.
Let's go. அதெல்லாம் not able to join secretary open பண்ணாம
என்ன உங்களுக்கு பிரச்சனை? ஏன் திரும்ப க்ளோஸ் பண்ண?
அது க்ளோஸ் பண்ணலாம். அது இந்த
நான் பாத்துதாங்கறேன்.
யாரும் ஜாயின் பண்ணலாம்னு நினைச்சிட்டு.
அதனால எதுக்கு க்ளோஸ் பண்ண? இங்க இதான வந்திருக்குது வயோ வாய்ஸ். இதான ஓபன் பண்ணீங்க.
அதான் இங்க ஓபன் பண்ணிட்டேன் ஆல்ரெடி.
இதையா க்ளோஸ் பண்ணாரு. இதான புதுசு.
நான் புதுசா ஓபன் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தேன். அதான் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
பிரச்சனை இல்லை. ஆஸ்க் டு ஜாயின் கூட அவங்க அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அப்ப கொடுத்துருவோம். ஆஸ்க் டு ஜாயின் கொடுத்து வை. அவங்க எப்போ உள்ள விடுவாங்களோ அப்பதான் விடுவாங்க. டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் ஆகல மற்றவங்க. எனக்கு ஏன் போட்ட அக்கௌண்ட்
நான் எந்த தான் ஓபன் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தேன். நீங்க ஓபன் பண்ணீங்க.
என்ன உங்க அக்கௌண்ட் போடு.
ஏன் அக்கௌண்ட் தான் போட்டு ஓபன் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தேன். நீங்களே பண்ணீங்க. சைட்லயே மாத்தலாம். சைட்லயே மாத்தலாம்.
எதுவும் பண்ணாச்சு. அது பாட்டுக்கு இருந்துச்சு. நீ ஏன் க்ளோஸ் பண்ண சாமி? நான் வந்து பார்த்து தான் சாமி தேவையில்லாம
அது யாரும் ஜாயின் பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு காட்டுச்சு. அதனால நான் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணேன்.
சரி. ஓகே.
தேங்க் யூ. Good afternoon.
கொடுப்போம். நீ பேசுறது கேட்காது உங்களுக்கு. அவங்க ஸ்டேஷன் கொடுக்கணும்.
அவங்க கேட்கறது கேட்குங்க. அவங்க பேசுறது கேட்குங்க.
அவங்க பேசுறது கேட்கும். அது கிளீனா கேட்கும். பேசணும் பேச
Can I start the PPT?
Yes, madam.
Thank you. Good afternoon, one and all.
Good afternoon, madam.
My topic is dietary practices of irregular tribes in Jangalpur district. I'm starting my PPT. Agenda, we are going to know about the aim, objective, introduction, methodology, result, discussion, conclusion, and recommendation. Ma'am, is it audible, ma'am? Okay. Aim and objective. Aim of my studies to know about the dietary food habits of irregular tribes in Changalpattu area by taking a survey. Now let's see the objectives. There are two objectives: to know about the dietary habits of irregular tribes by interviewing them through a schedule. The second one is to study novel recipes among the irregular community. Next is the introduction. Irregular means the people of the darkness, they say in Tamil generally, due to their complexion, such things. They're also known as Adivasis in India. Their occupations like hunting, agriculture, and fishing, snake and rat catching also. But things have been approved after the spread of education and alternate livelihood options were available. All the tribes have their own culture, language, and tradition. Tribal communities living in forests for ages. For food, they are totally dependent on plants, raw and cooked. They prefer raw fruits. Traditionally, people are dependent on 40,000 species of wild plant. Next is the methodology. The field survey I took through of the dietary habits of people by taking 25 households. I took it, and sampling locality where I took it was Katu. It's near the Changalpur district. And I used a sampling design, which is simple random sampling method. The analysis, statistical analysis. The results are expressed in the terms of percentage. This is the place, the locality where I took my survey. You can view in the slides. Next is the result. The first thing is the distribution of types of foods consumed by irregular tribes. All of them mostly preferred non-veg compared to vegetarian. The second table and the graph shows they consume non-vegetarian daily, on the daily basis. My third slide it tells about the types of non-vegetarian they consume. They preferred duck, whale, etc. Compared to the chicken and mutton, they consume those foods. Fourth slide is cereals and pulses consumption pattern of irregular tribes. It shows up the consumption pattern of cereals and pulses. It's very clear that irregular tribes do not consume polished rice or parboiled. They consume traditional rice varieties which is grown around their farms. Next is the consumption of milk of irregular tribes. It shows the different types of milk like cow, goat, buffalo, and donkey by all the age group people. And they get curd from cattle farms and to earn money. And it's generally said that the newborn take a donkey's milk to prevent jaundice also. And it has an immunity. Next slide. Consumption pattern of green leafy vegetables. Through this table, you can know that they are local and regionally available green leaf vegetables. They consume it with a lot of varieties, which they grow in their land and water. Greens or kirai that will play a vital role in the diet, since it's got a lot of vitamins. Used to make soups for treating particular disease as such. My next slide is consumption pattern of fruits and tubers. It indicates about the consumption of potato and yam is more through this table is more. And they don't prefer much of radish and carrot. About 37% of irregular tribes have consumed wild roots and tubers. My next slide. Consumption pattern of fruits by irregular tribes. Irregular tribes' usual fruits they consume guava, papaya, mango, sapota, banana, jackfruit, and other wild fruits. In the next slide, consumption pattern of other vegetables. Other vegetables, irregular tribes consume brinjal, lady's finger, gourd varieties, etc. And they also process the vegetables for future use by using a method that's the sun drying method. In the breakfast skipping pattern of the irregular tribes, the graph and table shows that they've mostly not never skipped the most of the percentage of people have never skipped the breakfast, which is a healthy habit. Consumption of beverages. Now they've actually changed to some of the most few of the people are consuming coffee and tea compared to the other special drinks which they used to consume generally from the long time. Next to the consumption pattern of modern foods. They used to consume other snacks, forest foods as such. Now they're consuming the biscuits, fried items like as we consume. Next slide. Consumption of different sugars. They used to they consume a little less compared to jaggery, the honey, sugar, and palm sugar, as jaggery and honey are good for health. Consumption of fried foods. Fried foods, they consume more fried foods nowadays, and it's consumed about 69.5%. Next slide. Consumption of natural foods raw by Urla people. From this table, it's clear that they have a habit of consuming more of natural foods, which is very healthy. Discussion. Through my study, I found that they've adopted to a modern lifestyle, and they've started consuming the biscuits and fried foods, some forest foods also. In the past generation, like more than 30 years, if you take, they've lacked the knowledge of the traditional foods. The conclusion which I'm giving through my survey is that they are consuming natural foods which are raw for their dietary habits, and irregular tribes consume forest foods like birds, duck, and quail compared to the other non-vegetarian foods which we urban people generally consume. And irregular tribes consume donkey's milk to boost their immunity. Recommendation like suggestions if I could improve my study, which is I can tell it's you can gain the traditional knowledge of tribes can be studied, and herbal formulation and therapeutic properties of tribes can be studied. Thank you for the opportunity. These are the references I've taken. Questions? Thank you for the opportunity provided to do my presentation of my thesis. Am I audible, ma'am? If I'm audible, thank you, everyone.
That's all.
Can I present, madam?
ஓகேவா?
Madam, can I present? Repeated, madam. Hello? Yes, ma'am. Are you audible, madam? Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Respected madam, let me first of all thank you for giving me an opportunity to make my presentation on nutritional benefits of LPG connection given to rural households under Prime Minister's Ujjwala Yojana. Let me start with the objective of my study. It is to study the impact of Prime Minister's Ujjwala Yojana scheme on the health outcome of rural beneficiaries of Tamil Nadu. Ujjwala scheme, Government of India provides rupees 1,600 for deposit for cylinder and pressure regulator and loan for stove and refill. Government has already provided 8 crore new connections under Ujjwala scheme across the country. The objectives of Ujjwala scheme are to eliminate indoor air pollution, thereby improve health of women and children in the household, to save the environment by eliminating chances of cutting and using wood for cooking, to improve quality available with rural women for more constructive activities and earning additional revenue, empowering women, ensuring clean energy availability to all households in India. This scheme is likely to improve the nutritional dietary intake of the beneficiaries. This aspect of Ujjwala scheme has been studied. Broadly, what is inferred is that due to the use of LPG, there is considerable saving in time for women in the household. This is mainly due to no pollution and hence more quality time spent cooking. Cleaning of vessels is easy and fast. Better posture to cook, not to salt for fuel. This time can be used to take up extra jobs by the women, or it can be used for cooking or learn more about cooking. Also, use of LPG will contribute to preparing nutritional food. All these will contribute to consumption of nutritional food. Based on the framework, methodology of survey, questionnaire with 45 questions were prepared, tested and used. These questions were administered to 100 customers across Tamil Nadu, mainly in the peripheral villages of Chennai, Madurai and Coimbatore. Their replies were recorded, consolidated and insurance. As per the survey, 41% of households are having family size of 4 and 7% are having family size of 5 and 23% with more than 5. On an average, survey indicated that the family